Hey Aquarius, welcome to your October 2024 monthly reading. We're just going to go ahead and get started and jump straight in. I hope you're doing well. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, that link will be down below in the description. And otherwise than that, we're just going to go ahead and get started here. I hope you're doing well, Aquarius. Let's see here. Looking so far so good here. Let's see. All right, I do see that Five of Cups being in your challenge at this time. I do think there's things that you're disappointed by. I'm almost kind of hearing some of you may be feeling like you may be, like there's bigger things that you want to be creating in your life at this time, but almost some of you may be feeling or experiencing like maybe like you're thinking like you've wasted time or that you're wasting time. And just in general, I pick up with this Five of Cups that there's just disappointments and things that you're trying to move through emotionally here. I do think things will get better for you here. So let's see here. Let's pull the rest of your cards here. Okay, yeah, I mean this isn't a bad reading here. It's actually a pretty good one. The Empress here is ruling the reading. It's the overall energy. And so I think at this time, it's like you're really wanting to cultivate a lifestyle of prosperity and abundance. Whether if you're prosperous now or abundant now, I think there's things in general in your life, if you are, if you're not, right? I just think there's things in general in your life at this time that you're wanting to improve the quality on here. And the Empress does deal with creation, right? So it can deal with projects, it can deal with career, work, money, resources. It can be anything in regards to creation. And I feel like this month is the month for you to really get into that creative energy and to trust in your ability to be able to create. And also the Empress says and reminds us that abundance is our divine birthright. And so don't hold yourself back from what you really want to create here. You did pull the Three of Pentacles here in the position of the good stuff here this month happening for you. The Three of Pentacles is about being able to find a medium or being able to find something to allow your gifts to really shine through. So whether or not you already have your thing going on in your life at this time, or maybe it's something new here that you're doing this month, right? Or maybe it's right if it's old or new. I'm just seeing you here finding a way in which you can really start to create the things that you want here. And I think you're also finding discipline and structure here as well with the Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles is the work of the master, right? So I think you're also gaining mastery over the things that you're working on, right? Wherever you're at on the scale in regards to progress or evolution with things, it's like you're starting to master more and more and more, and things are starting to come together more and more and more. You did pull the Ten of Cups here, also in the position of the good stuff here. Ten of Cups is about meaning, purpose, emotional and spiritual fulfillment and happiness, of course. And I think here that really what I'm picking up here is like, I do think with that Five of Cups being in your challenge, things getting better here with this Ten of Cups, like you actually starting to see the more brighter side or the more positive side of things here after experiencing, some type of Five of Cups energy here. And the Ten of Cups as well is like finding that deep meaning and connection to life, right? When we're going through a Five of Cups, things can feel meaningless, or it can just feel like it could be heavy, right? It could be sadness, it can be despair. The Ten of Cups is when we reorient our consciousness toward a newer ideal, something that spiritually and emotionally fulfills us, but also changes our perspective on things as well, right? We're able to see life through a newer lens, right, of positivity. So I do see that it's a process that you're undergoing at this time, so stick with the process here. And speaking of process, you have the Hermit here in your current energy at this time. The Hermit is a card of solitude. It's when we really start to get into that energy, or what's showing up for us, like the spiritual theme that is showing up for us is learning and growing. And the Hermit is someone who has the desire to learn and grow and to really illuminate every situation, every circumstance, and look at like what the truth is, right? Like looking at, okay, why did this happen? Okay, I understand why this happened. What can I do differently? Like what can I learn from this? And I do kind of pick up here as well, Aquarius, some of you may be finding yourself in an energy of more solitude lately. There's nothing wrong with that. The Hermit does encourage solitude, so you can reconnect to your soul, so you can reconnect to your light, right, and find your sense of navigation and direction. But the Hermit on the shadow side can be isolation, and the Five of Cups in a challenge that can easily put us in an energy of isolation. So I feel at this time that Spirit's not wanting you to isolate here. Solitude, yes, but not to isolate here. And also too, you have this Ace of Pentacles here as your advice, and your advice for the month of the Ace of Pentacles, very connected to the Empress. that the Ace of Pentacles is about planting newer seeds, right? When it comes to creating things, really starting to get creative, step into the creative process of enhancing the quality of your life. And I kind of see some of you may have had disappointments or setbacks or failures, or maybe, like I said in the very beginning of the reading, maybe you feel like you've just wasted time. So maybe you're wondering, like, why should I start now? Or is it even worth starting now? I think this Ace of Pentacles is saying, yeah, like the moment is now. You should start now with creating the things that you really want to create, right? Because I think you have desires at this time. Five of Cups and the challenge is when your desires don't get met and you feel fucking disappointed by it, right? And so this Ace of Pentacles is saying, whatever it is that you're desiring, now it's just time to use your life force energy to start creating it, because the Empress ruling the reading here, it's like, this is the time for you to really start to grow and prosper here. You have the Seven of Wands here in the future position here. This is being able to overcome obstacles and hurdles here, and that's what I'm seeing with this Five of Cups, like you being able to overcome the obstacles and the hurdles. And I think you're starting to find your belief and your confidence again, and you're also starting to connect back to that inner sense of authority here with the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands says, get clear about what your values are. Get clear about what your core values are. And once you get clear with those things, go for those things, right? Don't let anything or anybody take that away from you. This is about, what do you want, stepping into your authority and taking the initiative, right? Taking the lead. Because this is a Mars card. It's Mars and Leo, which is about being bold, assertive, step into your own confidence, step into your own authority, and take action on the things that will make you happy. Express yourself, express your will, and that's going to move you out of that Five of Cups energy and start to get you what it is that you want. And you have this Four of Pentacles here in the outcome, which is getting what it is that you want after going through challenges, and then when you go through the challenges, you get the achievement, and that's the Four of Pentacles here. I think by the end of the month, you'll be realizing here, if you stick to the creative process here of what you're doing, you'll be realizing here, like, man, the power was within me this whole time to create and build the things that I really want in my reality. And that's the Four of Pentacles. It asks, like, where does your power lie? And it always lies within inside yourself. Sometimes we can go through experience that disempower us, but the Seven of Wands is about finding that empowerment again, and it's about giving yourself a chance to create the things that you want, or giving yourself, or taking the opportunity here to change your circumstances. And the Four of Pentacles, when I say, where does your power lie? Like, it can be, of course, the answer always comes back to yourself, but it can be with your money, right? Four of Pentacles, where does your power lie? Maybe sometimes it is with your money. Maybe sometimes it is with your possessions. Maybe sometimes it's with your own knowledge, your own intellect. Or maybe it's with an old computer you have, or maybe it's with an old phone you have, or an old camera you have. It's just using what you have at your disposal, what you have in your possession, to start to have influence over your situation, right? To create what it is that you want to create, to help you take the resources that you have to match certain objectives. And you did pull this Chariot here in the position of something that you're unaware of here. The Chariot is a card of triumph and success, but first you must engage your will, right? You have to be fully in alignment with what your truth is, and then engage your will in the process of moving forward. So it's like, I do see you here having the ability to triumph. And the Chariot as well is saying, get comfortable being uncomfortable, right? The Chariot's Cancer. Cancer deals with our comfort. But whenever we want to explore outside the realms of our comfort, it becomes uncomfortable. But when we push, like when we expand our field of activity, right, because the moment's calling for it, right, for us to evolve and grow, it's going to feel uncomfortable. But you have the inner strength, Cancer. You have the inner emotional rooted strength within you to be able to push the boundary, right, and to be able to expand your field of activity of what it is that you want to do and create in your life. Yes, there's going to be obstacles, but you have the strength though here to move through. You pull this Taurus card. It says, I have, and look at that. Taurus does connect to the Empress. The ruling planet of Taurus is Venus, and the Empress is the archetype of Venus. And Taurus deals with our values. It deals with prosperity. It deals with prosperity that endures. So creating something of quality here, but you have to first get clear on like what you want to create and how you want to create it, and create it from a place that is in alignment with your true, authentic nature and self, that's in alignment with your truth of what your core values are. and then you'll be prosperous, right? Towards prosperity. You pull this unmarked trail, it says revelation here. And this is what I mean with that Chariot. Expanding one's field of activity, going down newer paths, right? Exploring newer things, creating newer things, right? It's an unmarked trail. There's a lot to be revealed. But if you never get started with the process or your journey, or if you never move things forward here and change things, then you'll never know what you'll discover. You pulled this, be clear on what you want, put action to your goals, make them a reality here. Yeah, I'm surprised I didn't pull like an Ace of Swords. I probably will though when I clarify the reading. But the Ace of Pentacles, I feel, is what this is connecting to. Right? What is it that you value? Ace of Pentacles, the Empress. What is it that you want to create? Seven of Wands is putting action toward your goals. And the Four of Pentacles would be making it a reality. Let's clarify your reading here, Aquarius. Clarify this Three of Pentacles here. Also, too, if you're looking for clients and customers here, the Three of Pentacles in the position of the good stuff is a good indication of you receiving that or having that. You pulled the Knight of Swords. Yeah, that could happen pretty quickly as well. But the Knight of Swords is about being clear on your intention, right? And it's setting forth in motion that intention. So in the position of the good stuff here, like I said, I think this could be things coming together a lot faster than you think. Like once you get started with the process and you stick to the process here, like I said, for some of you, this could be more clientele, customers here, Three of Pentacles. Because the Three of Pentacles, people come to him because he's the master of his craft. So these two people are wanting him to build something here, and he's just like, okay, well, let me take a look at it. Oh, I can do that, and then he does it, right? So, and that could be symbolically of like, maybe if it is like customers or clients or people coming to you to for service or whatever, that's a good indication like you'll have an increase of that. But also like when it comes to yourself, it's the two people with the map in their hand represents like your body, represents like your mind and your intuition or your imagination coming together to set an intention about something you want to create. And then the third person would be the doing of it, right? So it's like whenever you do what it is that you're thinking and feeling, Knight of Swords, you'll see things come together here this month. Clarify the Empress for the overall energy. You pull the Two of Pentacles here. And the Two of Pentacles is about learning the dance of change, right? And the Two of Pentacles reminds us that nothing is stagnant in life, right? We must improvise, adapt, overcome, adjust along the way. But to be able to be flexible to make changes here, right? To be able to, like, if you want to start doing something different, or if you want to create what it is that you really want, but maybe it requires for you to change something, the Empress, Two of Pentacles is saying you got to do what's necessary for yourself so that way you can create what you want to create. Clarify the Ten of Cups here in the position of the good stuff. Pull the Four of Cups here, and the Four of Cups is a closed off heart, and it represents to where we're kind of closed off to life. We kind of feel like nothing good's going to happen. There's no good. I'm not seeing anything positive. I don't think anything will be positive, so I'm not going to try. I'm going to stay in this energy. I'm going to dwell, right? I think if you have been in that energy, I think you're snapping out of that, like you're waking up from that. Ten of Cups is like when you're in the world and you feel fully alive, engaged in purpose. There's meaning. Things look good. The future looks bright, right? And the Four of Cups being here, I think this is what you're snapping out of, right? I think you're like coming back into like the beauty of how the beauty of what life really is. I know it can be hard too, but I think you're finding the beauty here, especially with this Taurus card, because Taurus does represent beauty. Clarify the Hermit. In your current energy, you pulled the Hangman here. Some of you could be going through a dark night of the soul, right? Hermit, the Hangman, it's like really having to reorient your consciousness. It's like self-reflection, introspection, reconnecting spiritually, trying to understand and integrate everything that has happened, right? So you can find that conscious illumination, enlightenment, Hangman, Hermit. So I do see you going through these big spiritual, some type of spiritual process here. I just think you're looking deeply into something, right? The Hermit, Hangman. Hermit, Hangman is like doing research. I always say the Hermit's like the researcher, right? It's like doing research. Clarify the Five of Cups here. And your challenge, you pull the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, you know, you're dissatisfied by the things that you don't have, right? Five of Cups, Seven of Pentacles. But it's like you want more for yourself. It's like you have things at this time, but like you're desiring more. And it's like there's nothing wrong with desiring more, right? Especially if it's like things that you know will enhance the quality of your life. I think here that the advice with the Ace of Pentacles is saying, like, maybe with the Five of Cups, maybe you failed in the past, or you experienced disappointment in the past, or maybe you gave up, or maybe you kind of feel like it's hopeless. The Ace of Pentacles is saying, no, like the moment is always full with potential here, especially now for you in this moment. If there's things that you're desiring, it's time to start creating those things. Clarify the Seven of Wands in the future. You pulled the Five of Swords. I like this because the Five of Swords is like when we get really clear. Like we're no longer in the victim mentality. We're no longer in the idle energy, like, right, kind of just sitting, standing by. We're more so with the Seven of Wands, Five of Swords. Like, okay, I know what it is that I value. Now it's up to me though to take action on those things. And I see a lot of you here also, Aquarius. Like maybe the Five of Swords can kind of be to where you kind of take back your power from situations. Like it could be people, places, things. And it's not that these people ever had power over you or that they have power over you. It's like maybe you fearing their judgment or fearing their opinions. The Seven of Wands is like where we start stepping into our own authority, right? And we start to express our individuality, our individual will, not the will of what people expect from us. Clarify the Chariot in the position of something you're unaware of. You pulled the Moon card. And, you know, I just said the Chariot's connected to Cancer, right? And Cancer is the ruler of the Moon. And it could be scary entering into the unknown when you put forth in front of yourself newer goals and having to expand your field of activity. It's going to take you naturally out of your comfort zone, but that's also what's going to help you grow and evolve with the Chariot and get the success and have the type of triumphs you want. So I think that's just something to be aware of. Don't be afraid of the unknown here. And you can even see, you know, this unmarked trail card that we pulled. Well, this is the Moon card. It's an unmarked trail. It's like walking and being like, I've never gone down this path before. I'm not sure. Right? But it's like, I feel like my intuition is telling me to go this way. And I don't know what's going to be revealed until, like, the fucking sun comes up, right? And then you see, like, oh, okay, I see what's going on. But my point is, like, not to fear the unknown, right? Trust in yourself, believe in yourself. Clarify the Ace of Pentacles. You pull the Page of Wands. Yeah, Page of Wands is the call to initiation, right? It's like just getting started with the process. Sometimes we think we have to have all the answers like right away. Page of Wands is I'll take action first and ask questions later. Like I'll figure out like shit along the way, but I feel passionate right now to take action, and I'm gonna take inspired action. You did pull the Justice card here with the Four of Pentacles here in the outcome. And the Justice card is karma, right? It's reaping your rewards and your gains from energy that you put into a situation. It could be good or bad, right? The Justice card is for every action, there's a reaction. And, you know, you reap what you sow. And the Ace of Pentacles is a new seed that you're sowing. And so I think with this Four of Pentacles, what you're reaping here through this whole process of the reading is achievement, right? Being able to create and build what it is that you've been wanting to create and build, but also gaining a sense of stability and structure here too, right? With this Four of Pentacles. So let's see here. You pulled this B card. It says creativity, purpose, harvest, devotion here. B's kind of reminding me of community here as well. So some of you, there could be like an emphasis on community here happening for you this month. But I think it's like taking your creativity, that Empress being the overall energy, and Two of Pentacles is like, what can I do with this, right? Like, what can I do with what it is that I'm creating? Like, what can I put it toward? So it's like purpose that's involved with what you're doing. And then the harvest would be the Four of Pentacles and the outcome. And then the devotion would be the Seven of Wands, right? Being devoted to what to what you're doing. So you pull this electricity card. It says wildness here. Yeah, and I think you're being encouraged to embrace your wild side. I'm not saying like go crazy, right? That's not what I'm saying. But like to embrace your eccentric nature, right? The parts of yourself that maybe you've been kind of disconnecting from because maybe it's the fear of judgment from others, or maybe it's judgment upon yourself. But it's like there's something here about you really wanting to be free here to be who you are and do the things you want to do. And I think you're being encouraged to do that. You pull this gecko card. It says synchronicity, optimism, truth, mobility here. So synchronicity, I'll listen to the synchronicities, follow the synchronicities. That's the chariot moon, right? The moon card is, damn, there's like all these signs, right? All these signs. I should follow the signs. The chariot, I should follow the signs. And just to remain optimistic here with what you're doing. So that's what I got for you in your reading, Aquarius. Good read. So I'm going to leave your reading here. I appreciate you for watching. If you want to book a personal reading with me, that link will be down below, of course, in the description. If you're new to the channel, I encourage you to subscribe. Also hit the notification button bell as well. You'll be notified if I go live or whenever I upload your video. And if you like the video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button for me. Otherwise than that, I'm wishing you the best, Aquarius, and I'll see you in your next video.